Yo, what's up, people? Hope you're having a good day or a good night, whatever time it is where you are, man. I hope you're having a good one. So, what's up, man? It's been a minute. We back at it like a crack at it, I guess. We got the munitions pack, man, from McFarlane. All right, so McFarlane decided to go ahead and give us some weapons, and why not, bro? Why not? Our figures deserve to have weapons, you know? These are adult collectibles, right? They're not necessarily for children. I mean, the characters are, they're adult characters. They do adult stuff, so you know we got to get our weapons with our adult characters, man. So let me put this blade away. And we're going to dive right into this, do some comparisons, show you guys the size and all that kind of good stuff, man. You know, I got this in today and I posted it on Facebook and a couple of groups. One of my favorite groups is Open Box Mafia. You guys can just search Facebook for Open Box Mafia or just OBM for short. Not sure if it shows up when you search like that, but yeah, Open Box Mafia, man. I posted this and people keep asking me, you know what I'm saying? How big are the weapons? How do they compare? Do they look good with Mezco? You know, are they 112 scale? Are they like 110? Like what, you know, what's good with them? Show me the weapons. Give me some comparisons. So hopefully this video answers a lot of those questions for you guys. So to get this going right the correct way, so what I'm going to do is we have a McFarlane Batman figure right here. Trigger finger is just itching and it's ready to go. Trigger fingers itching and ready to go, right? I was kind of mad when I discovered that this was all one piece on this Batman. Like I thought he had like individually like wrapped weapons on him, but it's just like one solid piece. I was kind of salty about that one, man, but it's all good. So to get things going and show you guys the scale, we have one McFarlane figure. McFarlane scale. We have one Mezco style figure. This is actually Cousin Eddie with a custom head on him and the vapor hoodie and some pants that I got from somewhere. I can't remember. And also like a Mezco book bag. So we have a Mezco figure. Mezco, and we have a Hasbro figure, G.I. Joe. All right, so you guys are going to get to see what these weapons look like in the hands of each figure. So of course, you know, we could expect them to look good in the hands of a McFarlane figure because they are McFarlane scale. So let's take our Batman, and I believe Batman, he actually came with this weapon, if I'm not mistaken. This Batman actually came with his grenade launcher. So let's go ahead and get one of these big boys out, like this one right here. They're all taped down, but you know, they're not too bad though. Check it out. So I wish they had the name of each weapon like on the back of the box, but they don't. That'd have been like really good to show us the name of each weapon. So you can see the sculpt on these bad boys. The sculpt looks really good. The sculpt is there. The look is there. The feel is there, not too bendy, nice thick solid plastic. They're only missing one thing, like a little dry brushing of like silver or white. Probably silver though, since it's metal. So let's check it out. All right, so let's see. We're gonna take this right here, put it in right there, then boom. Whoa, the big boy gun. So this is one of the larger guns in the pack, and it looks like that with Batman. Okay. So not too bad, comes right out of his hand easily. So that's one of the bigger guns in the pack there. And since it is so large, it's probably gonna look pretty awkward with our G.I. Joe figure right here. But let's go ahead and just see. Anyway, let's plug this bad boy in right here. Come on, get that trigger in there. He holds it better than Batman holds it because his trigger hand is tighter than Batman's trigger hand. But you can see, like, look how big that gun is. Like, it goes all the way down to his foot almost. So unless this G.I. Joe character here, unless this figure is going to be fighting like Autobots and like Decepticons and stuff like that, this gun is massive and it's probably too big for this G.I. Joe character right here. All right, so with that being said, you can already imagine how it's going to look in the hands of a Mezco figure. I should have got like Batman out, but let's just get that right there. I didn't have a trigger hand laying around, but I had a normal open gripping kind of hand. But you can see it's like the exact same thing. It's large and in charge, and when you roll it down like that, it goes almost down to his feet, right? You see that right there? Almost all the way down to his feet. So yeah, that's pretty big for the Mezco and the Hasbro 112 scale figures. All right, but like I said though, this is one of the larger weapons out of the pack. All right, this is one of the larger weapons out of the pack. So on a larger character like that Batman right there, I mean, it even looks too big for Batman. So you're gonna need to find like a smaller kind of character for that. I mean, a larger character for that weapon right there. But check out this Uzi. This Uzi is pretty small, right? So that's probably gonna look good in the hands of everyone, right? So here's the Uzi with Batman. Get that trigger finger in there. All right, so here's the Uzi. Uzis are kind of small anyway, like in real life. So that's what the Uzi looks like on Batman, right? Hold it down, looks like that, okay? That looks pretty good. That's actually a nice size. The size doesn't look too exaggerated or anything like that. Like that last weapon, it was like really, really big, kind of like exaggerated, almost like cartoony. Here's the Uzi in the hands of our G.I. Joe. Here he is, our Cobra Trooper. That fits pretty well actually. So what we have here, and now I'm saying this already, we got a mixed bag, right? So depending on the height of your character, that's what's going to dictate, you know, which weapon you use in whichever scenario. But you can get all ridiculous and give a smaller character a really large gun and make them all like cartoony and animated. Like that's perfectly fine. Like your art is your art, how you pose is how you pose, right? But if you want something to look like actually good and like to scale, like that looks good right there. Move it down to the side, looks like that, looks like that. So this is a mixed bag. So you're going to have some weapons that are going to be like McFarlane scale, and you're going to have some weapons that are going to be like, you know, G.I. Joe 112 scale, Hasbro kind of scale. Like you can see how large this AK-47 looks. Let's pull that AK out. That's a pretty popular weapon. Let's get that out. All the rappers are always talking about their AK-47s. It's a pretty popular weapon. Look at that. We got a little bit of brown on this one, and that's cool. Once again, it's solid. The sights are lined up. We don't have side sights like we have side eye with the McFarlane figures. Someone on Facebook said, man, do they got side sights? And I was like, nah, they got like the side eye, but no side sights. So here's the AK-47 in the hands of the Bat. It looks like that. Oh my goodness. See, his hand is not made for like any kind of weapon here. I'll just kind of like hold it next to him or something like that. Like I'll just hold it in his hand because he actually can't grip it. I need to get that Nightmare Batman out. He could probably grip it. Hot dang it. Thomas Wayne is what I'm trying to say, not Nightmare. Thomas Wayne. I need to get that one out. But it looks like that though. So if I were to hold the weapon to his side, I can't keep my hands on it. It looks like that. All right. Not too bad. It is a bit oversized. I've never held an AK-47 in real life, so I'm not sure how they scale to the human body, but it looks pretty big for Batman. And of course, look how large it is, you know, for the G.I. Joe, the Cobra Trooper here. Really large, okay? So, again, I think at this point, you guys and girls probably have a solid idea of what to expect. So these large weapons here are not going to look good with your standard Hasbro 112 scale figures. These larger weapons are not going to look good with those figures because they're just too big. A rocket launcher is going to work. Rocket launchers are big, over the shoulder. These long dome, these long body guns right here, these Joker style guns right there, those are probably going to look pretty good. This Uzi looks good. That smaller weapon is going to look good. This huge shoot down a planet weapon is not going to look good in the hands of this guy. But once again, if you're going for like, you know, he's a human fighting like robots and stuff like that, and he's got like this big gun that's like crazy powerful, then yeah, looks good, right? This little this small little SMG right here is going to look good in the hands of a 112 scale figure. Cobra Trooper, G.I. Joe, Marvel Legends, whatever, Deadpool, these two guns also, and that gun also. So with that being said, you guys can kind of see, like if I just put the figures next to the box, you can tell, you know, off top what weapon is going to look good with what character, or should I say which weapon is going to look good with which scale. McFarlane scale is pretty big. It's not exactly 112, right? So when you line their feet up, there's the height difference, all right? And now all McFarlane figs, mostly all McFarlane figures are about the same height. Here's one of his newer ones right here, and here's one of his older ones, right? So we line those feet up like I like to do, bring them on down, and look at that. So they're all about that 7-inch, you know what I mean, kind of scale, right? All McFarlane figures are, and all McFarlane figures are larger than Mezco figures. and Hasbro figures, Marvel Legends, G.I. Joe series classifieds, all that kind of stuff like that. They're larger, so those larger weapons are not going to look good with these smaller figures. So I hope this video helped out some people, a little bit, if not a lot. So let's just go over this one time. What do you have here? A pistol, large machine gun of some sort, small little SMG, two little dual pistols, another larger machine gun, a long pistol here with a silencer, a long revolver, Joker style, a smaller futuristic kind of pistol here, a rocket launcher, a grenade launcher, a Uzi, another pistol, a AK-47. This looks like a M16 or a AR-15, a old school Tommy gun, and a shotgun with wood grain in the handle, wood grain right there. Let's see, wood grain on these two right there, and that about covers it. But all these weapons could use a nice little, dry brush of some sort of a lighter kind of color to make it look more metally or more metallic-y. All right, you feel me? All right, people, so that's it for this video, man. Thanks for stopping by the channel. Check out those links I got in my bio. Big Bad Toy Store has plenty of McFarlane figures, man. Check that out, man. Instagram, check out my IG page, man. I'm doing toy photography, doing funny little silly videos in the reel section. But anyway, people, thanks for stopping by. Have a good night. See ya.